before time had a name, before space could be measured, before light learned how to shine. There was chaos, not chaos as humans imagine it, noise, disorder, destruction. But something far older and far deeper. Chaos was the absence of definition. The unformed state of existence itself. No sky stretched above, no earth lay below, no gods watched over creation. There was only an immeasurable void, silent and endless. In this emptiness, nothing opposed anything else, because nothing yet had form. Chaos was not evil nor violent. It was simply the beginning. A boundless state where all possibilities slept, waiting to awaken into being. Ancient Greek thinkers struggled to describe chaos because it defied all language. Hesiod, one of the earliest poets, did not describe chaos as a god with a body or a face. Instead, he spoke of it as a vast gap, a yawning chasm without boundaries. Chaos was not a place one could stand in, nor an entity that could act with intention. It was the condition that allowed existence to emerge. Without chaos, there could be no beginning. It was the silent canvas upon which reality would eventually paint itself. Everything that followed, earth, sky, gods, mortals, was born from this indescribable state. Modern minds often confuse chaos with destruction, but in Greek mythology, chaos was closer to potential than ruin. It was the raw state of existence before order existed. Imagine a universe holding its breath, waiting for the first movement. Chaos did not fight against order, it gave birth to it. From chaos came the first primordial beings, not through creation in the human sense, but through emergence. Things simply came into being, as if existence itself began to realize it was there. Chaos was not a mistake that needed fixing. It was a necessary stage of cosmic awakening. From this primordial void emerged Gaia, the earth, Tartarus, the deep abyss, and Eros, the force of attraction and creation. This is crucial to understand. Chaos did not create through intention or design. It did not plan or shape. It allowed. Existence unfolded naturally from it, as mist condenses into water. Chaos was the womb of the cosmos, yet remained untouched by what was born from it. Even as the universe began to take shape, chaos did not disappear. It remained, vast and silent, existing alongside creation, as a reminder of what once was and what could be again. Chaos had no will, no personality, and no voice. And yet, it was powerful beyond comprehension. Its power lay in its neutrality. It did not choose light over darkness, order over disorder, life over death. All possibilities existed equally within it. This made chaos terrifying and sacred at the same time. To the ancient Greeks, Chaos represented the truth that existence does not begin with meaning. Meaning comes later. First comes being. Chaos was that first state of being, unexplained, undefined, and limitless. In later interpretations, chaos was sometimes imagined as darkness or swirling mist, but these are metaphors, not literal descriptions. Chaos was not darkness opposed to light, because light did not yet exist. It was not emptiness either, because emptiness implies absence, and chaos was full of unrealized potential. It was a paradox, full and empty, present and absent, real and unreal. This paradox made chaos sacred in philosophical thought. It represented the mystery at the heart of existence, a reminder that not everything can be categorized or controlled. The birth of Gaia from chaos marked the first true division in existence. With Earth came form, stability, and foundation. For the first time, something had shape. Something could be defined. This moment did not destroy chaos. It simply introduced contrast. Where chaos was formless, Gaia was solid. Where chaos was infinite, Gaia was grounded. This contrast allowed the universe to begin organizing itself. Order did not conquer chaos, it emerged from it. And this relationship between chaos and order would define Greek cosmology forever. Tartarus, born alongside Gaia, represented another aspect of chaos, depth. If Gaia was the surface, Tartarus was the immeasurable below. It was not merely a prison or a hell, as later myths would suggest, but a primordial depth, a reminder that existence has layers. Chaos gave birth not only to what is seen, but to what is hidden. Even in the earliest moments of creation, duality was present, above and below, form and void, stability and abyss. All of these concepts trace their roots back to chaos. Perhaps the most surprising birth from chaos was Eros. Love, desire, attraction, these seem out of place in a void. Yet the Greeks understood something profound. Without attraction, nothing comes together. Without connection, creation cannot continue. Eros was not romantic love, but a cosmic force that pulled existence into relationship with itself. Through Eros, beings sought union, continuity, and growth. Chaos provided the space. Eros provided the motion. Together, they allowed the universe to evolve beyond stillness. Chaos did not rule over the cosmos, nor did it demand worship. It stood apart from divine hierarchies. Unlike later gods who fought for power, chaos remained untouched by conflict. It did not fear being overthrown because it had no throne. This made chaos eternal. Even as titans and Olympians rose and fell, chaos remained unchanged. It existed before the gods and would exist after them. In this sense, chaos was more fundamental than any deity. It was existence itself, stripped of identity. Greek philosophers later saw chaos as a concept rather than a being. To them, chaos represented the unknown, the boundary of human understanding. It was a reminder that the universe did not begin neatly or logically. There was no instruction, no blueprint. Reality emerged through natural unfolding. This idea deeply influenced Greek thought, teaching humility before the cosmos. Humans were not at the center of existence. They were late arrivals in a universe that had already passed through unimaginable stages of being. Chaos also carried a warning. If order could emerge from chaos, then order could also collapse back into it. This did not mean destruction, but transformation. Civilizations rise and fall. Gods lose power. Worlds change. Chaos was always there in the background, reminding existence of its fragile structure. The Greeks did not fear chaos as an enemy. They respected it as a truth. Everything that exists is temporary. Form is borrowed. Eventually, all things return to the undefined, unlike modern creation stories that emphasize a single creator. Greek mythology presents creation as emergence. Chaos did not decide to create the universe. The universe happened. This subtle difference changes everything. It suggests that existence is not commanded into being, it unfolds. This worldview allowed the Greeks to see nature as sacred, unpredictable, and alive. Chaos was not a mistake corrected by gods. It was the original state from which divinity itself arose. When we imagine chaos today, we often picture swirling darkness or cosmic storms. But the true chaos of Greek mythology was quieter than that. It was silence before sound, stillness before movement. It was the moment before the first thought. This makes chaos deeply philosophical. It asks us to consider what existed before meaning, before identity, before self-awareness. In that sense, chaos is not just a mythological concept. It is a mirror held up to the deepest questions of existence. Chaos teaches that beginnings are not clean or clear. They are undefined, uncertain, and open-ended. This lesson extends beyond mythology into life itself. Every creation, every idea, every transformation begins in a state of chaos. Confusion is not failure. It is potential. The Greeks understood this intuitively. They did not rush to eliminate chaos. They allowed it to exist as part of the cosmic balance. Order and chaos were not enemies, but partners in the dance of existence. Even after the Olympian gods claimed dominion over the cosmos, chaos was never truly gone. It lingered at the edges of myth, unchallenged and uncontained. Zeus ruled the sky, Poseidon the sea, Hades the underworld, but chaos ruled nothing and therefore could never be defeated. Its power lay in its permanence. It was the reminder that no system lasts forever, no rule is absolute, and no order is final. In the end, chaos was not the opposite of creation, it was its source. It was the quiet origin from which everything flowed. To understand Greek mythology, one must begin not with gods or heroes, but with this silent void. Chaos reminds us that existence begins without explanation. Meaning is something we build afterward. And perhaps that is the most ancient truth the Greeks left behind. As we move forward into the mythological timeline, remember this: every god, every battle, every story is rooted in chaos. It is the shadow behind creation, the space between definitions, the origin that never ends. In the next episode, we will explore Gaia, the earth that rose from chaos, and how stability, life, and structure first took form. But no matter how solid the world becomes, chaos remains beneath it all, eternal and waiting.